Hi, this is Darren from Macquarie Warrants Singapore and welcome to another episode of Macquarie Warrants Market View. In this series, hear firsthand from Singapore's investment strategists as they share their views on markets in the coming weeks. For this episode, we have Kon Hao, Director of Wikipedia and SGX Academy trainer, who will share his views on the Singapore and global markets for this month.
In this part 3 of this series, let us do a recap. In part 1, we discussed about the quarterly chart of S&P at the close of March. We saw a bearish engulfing body, and we believe for the rest of the year, market were unlikely to retest the all-time high created at the beginning of the year. In part 2, we studied into the bullish engulfing body at the close of the last week of March, and since then, we have seen a strong rebound of the market. Yes, though I am long-term turning very cautious, but that does not mean there is no intermittent buying opportunities. As the weekly chart developed, the recent weekly closing, the market did not give us any indication that the market is turning weak yet. Therefore, in the short term, I will continue to hold on to the long positions or to add on long when opportunity arises. For the stock, I was drawn to Maple Commercial Trust. The recent monthly close indicated a hammer, and it is a hammer that has a higher in its weighting. As mentioned, always analyze all these prices and its behavior with a mass market psychology in mind. According to this chart, studies shown an upward potential in weeks to come. However, I am seeing a short-term retracement than a long-term reversal. Have a profitable weeks ahead and always have a measured risk.
I hope Kon Hao's insights have provided you with actionable strategies to trade the current market. Investors keen to trade the S&P in the short term may consider doing so via S&P warrants. Call warrants move in line with the underlying they follow, meaning if the underlying stock or index went up, so will the call warrants. Put warrants move inversely from the underlying and will increase in price when the underlying stock or index falls. In line with Kon Hao's short-term bullish view, the S&P June futures rebounded 8% from its low this month. The S&P futures had traded at about 2,940 at the start of May to finish above the 3,000 level at 3,020 on 29th May, 5 PM when the Singapore market closed. On the back of this move, the trending S&P call trading in Singapore jumped 42%, while the put fell 53%. These trending warrants are used as an example as they have high bid and offer volumes, are trading on a tight bid and offer spread, and provide the best sensitivity. As for Mapletree Commercial Trust, MCT shares continued a steady rebound as the company's performance remained resilient in the first quarter, posting a 13% gain despite social distancing measures introduced in that period. To capture any upward potential in the short term, bullish investors can look at the newly listed MCT call warrant, which is equipped with a gearing of 3.7 times. Warrants move according to their effective gearing figure. If a warrant had an effective gearing of 10, it means the warrant will move about 10% for every 1% move in the underlying share or index it tracks. The gearing figure is one of the reasons that make warrants popular, but note that gearing can work both ways, meaning warrants will also move a bigger magnitude or percentage change than the percentage move in the underlying should you get your view wrong. So, where and how do you trade structured warrants by Macquarie? Start by visiting warrants.com.sg to select a Macquarie warrant over your preferred underlying with the free tools provided. Write down the warrant's 4-digit warrant code and log into your brokerage account. You can click into your account login pages via a shortcut on the website. This will be the same account that you use to trade shares. When you're logged into your shares trading platform, simply key in the 4-digit warrant code in the search bar to execute buy or sell trades in the warrant, just like how you trade shares. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Market View. Investors who are specified investment products qualified can trade warrants via their online trading account, the same way they would trade shares. For further details on trading warrants, and to find out if you're qualified to trade warrants, click on the link in the description or feel free to contact us at our warrant hotline. Lastly, don't miss out on the next video and exciting warrant news by subscribing to our channels on YouTube, Telegram, and Facebook.